Hey there, everyone. How are you today? This is Sandra McEllis, host of Keep It Spiritually Simple. And I'm going to do my best to keep it 20 minutes or less. So, I wanted to tell you a little bit about upcoming episodes. And I'm so excited to have this guest line up. I don't want you to miss any of the episodes. So, please take a moment to like, subscribe, share, leave comments. And that way, every time a program pops up, you'll hear about it. So let's get started. Who do I have coming on in the month of October? We have Maureen St. Germain, creator of the St. Germain Mystery School. She's a very wise, an amazing human being, and healer, teacher, mentor, international speaker. When she and I met, holy moly, no one in the room existed as we shared our shit show journeys of how we actually got planted in front of each other. It was rather funny because it's almost like our vibrational cords were webbed together and no one could even interrupt us or get eye contact with us. We were just so deeply in our conversation. So she's going to bring up some amazing topics of, higher self and how to coordinate, get in touch with that. And then sovereignty, how to get in touch with that. Woohoo! Then we've got Ruthie Benninger. She's going to talk about how she woke up and some of her journey of how she got to where she needed to go and all the deep dives and winds and turns and, you know, all that good stuff that got her to where she is now. So stay tuned to her. And then we have Dr. Autumn, Dr. Autumn Edwards. She is amazing, and she's going to talk about her journey, and that's going to be titled Psychic Rebel. And she also offers a healing session during that segment, which is amazing. So she's got a part 1 and part 2 of Psychic Rebel. And then we've got Tony Rodriguez from Secret Space Program and how he was abducted as a young child and what happened to him throughout all of that, and how he was then awoken again as a young child and how his life changed completely. And you've got to keep your mind open to these kinds of stories, these kinds of events that have occurred to someone and they're sharing it with you. And you might act like you're in disbelief, or you might crinkle up your face, or close your mind to it. But I really do encourage you to unwrinkle and open up the listening ears and take in the story. He's written about it in series. Colony Cavalier is his book. He's got multiple books out, and he is coming on this segment a decade after being in it. And I've asked him to kind of go back to Tony Rodriguez 101 and start with a segment in the beginning of how this all started for him. And then we're going to do another segment that may go into more detail about some other things. So it's pretty cool. And then we've got Brad Olson coming on, and he's going to talk about, well, his adventures to the Antarctica, and what he found out there. And also, I think he's got some stuff on sacred sites. He's a very genuine, personal guy. I had the pleasure of sitting and talking to him multiple times over coffee. And he can just, he doesn't need to look at any notes or anything. He just has it all in his DNA, and he'll share it with you, just like he's just sitting there with you with a cup of coffee. It's fantastic. And then we've got Deborah Moore, healer, wisdom teacher, and she does 2 segments. One is gone on about the emotional body. She offers a healing meditation on there. The second one is ordinary to extraordinary, and that meditation will knock your freaking socks off. Took me where when I came back out of it, I could not form a sentence. That's how deep I went with her powerful healing. So stay tuned to that. And then we've got Zoe Maya Sky, another galactic star keeper, and she's going to talk about her journey of being diagnosed with ADD and medicated, what she was like throughout her teenager years. and then how she felt masqueraded. And then she just wanted to find who she was underneath all of that chemistry disruption, and how she weaned herself off of everything and then came into her authenticness as a spiritual goddess that she is. And, you know, it's interesting because I get to talking to so many amazing people. And when I do, age is irrelevant. It's all about the vibrational frequency, the chord of vibration that we are on, and the notes in which we are translating from each other that are information, musical information. And it's just amazing. So to hear someone who is decades younger than I am talk about how far she's come, just about knocks me off my rocker. And as you all know, I do my videos in my rocking chair. So anywho, who else do we have? We got Dr. Nancy coming on. She's going to talk about plant medicine. We've got quite a few lineups coming up, and I don't want you to miss a one of them. Every single show is spirit driven on who I ask as a guest. I do no pre-homework on anyone because spirit has asked me not to do that, to come on and be spontaneous, to be simple, to just listen with my God ears and respond with Q&A or messages I may get or pictures I get, like a movie. And that's how we bounce back and forth. So it's real talk, it's real raw, it's real authentic, and there is nothing edited. I don't know how to edit. Number one, I don't know how to filter. So this is what we look like. It's what we sound like. It is what it is. And I'm hoping that you all will see that, because when Spirit asked me to start this years ago, they said there will be no time for makeup, chair, or rehearsals. That when we tell you there's a message or we want you to get in touch with somebody, you are to just respond and we'll do the rest. And that's exactly how the show unfolds. And I hope that you can see it. I hope you can sense it. I hope you can feel it. You guys that are on podcasting channels are listening to it. But if you want to go over to YouTube, Sandra McEllis, then you can see who all your guests are and get to know them and get to know me a little bit better, putting a face with a voice. And you can see my rocking chair, see that I'm actually on it. Even half the time I feel like I'm off my rocker, because I just don't think inside the box. So I did a video on that. So get in tune with that. So anyway, we've got more guests coming back on. We've got more part twos coming back on. I don't want you to miss a one of them. So please, again, subscribe and feel free to share with friends and family or other people that you think might be on a wavelength that would be receptive to this information, or it may help them with something that they're going through, because this could trigger an awakening and an expansion of so much more than what is in our current world, individually and collectively, and open up something in the heart center that could be quite beautiful. And you know what? What's better than that? It's to find more open-minded, open-hearted, awakened people to living more of an authentic, real, raw, genuine life. And so that's kind of what this show is all about. So anyway, so nice to see everybody. Please tune in, and I'll see each and every one of you on another episode of Keep It Spiritually Simple. Bye, everybody.